What's going on, you guys? My name is Alex Ramos. This is the MMA and Boxing Addicts channel. And you guys, here are my UFC 313 reactions, man. I mean, we got a lot of things to talk about. All the way from the knockout that Bobby King, or should I say the Joker Green, suffered, man. Or what about Magomedov becoming the new light heavyweight champion of the world? There's some controversy behind it. We'll go ahead and get into that right now. And speaking of controversy, what about that robbery from Marion Santos, the former tough winner against Francis Fire Marshall? Guys, we're going to get straight into this. This is the MMA Boxing Addicts, and I'm your boy, Alex Ramos, and here we go. First off, guys, I want to give my respect to Jalin Turner. Instead of putting a picture right here of him suffering that arm triangle loss, guys, I want to show my respect to him, man. Let's go ahead and give him some gratitude, you guys. Hey, Jalin Turner's last fight was last night against Ignacio Bahamedanos, man, and it's truly sad, man. He's only 29 years old, but again, he's 14-9 with 6 of those 9 losses being by finishes. He's been KO'd 4 times, 1-4 in his last 5 fights. You know, he was talking about it. He just doesn't have the love for the sport no more. He's just not 100% into it no more. But again, Jalin Turner, thank you for all the great times that you have given us UFC fans, MMA fans, and boxing fans out there that truly respect you, the Tarantula. Something that I got to say about him real quick, man, before I get into our next subject. He's the type of guy, bro, where you could go to a UFC fight and you could ask him for a picture and he would stop with you and he would take a picture with you, man. He would have no problem. It didn't matter how famous the Tarantula was. He was there for the people. He was a man for the people. And every single one of his fights was exciting. Never did he have a boring fight. He will forever be remembered in the UFC. Again, I hope he doesn't retire. But he was saying yesterday, as he put the gloves in the cage, he took them off, Jalin Turner has officially retired, my friends. What a great win for the Chilean Ignacio. But again, respect to Jalin Turner. Let's go on to the next subject, my friends. I want to start off with one of the early fights, you guys. Now, look, I'm not biased or nothing like that. I had money on Marion Santos to beat Francis Fire Marshall. So when I heard that decision, I was happy. But as a true fan and not a liar, guys, Francis Fire Marshall won that fight. There is no way that Santos won that fight, man, unless you're just a biased judge. I gave the first 2 rounds to Francis Fire Marshall. You could have even gave him the last round. But I could see an argument where you can see Santos won round 3 again. But hey, I'm telling you right now, as you can see from Henry Cejudo right here, he says the fix is in UFC 313 because, guys, Marion Santos did not win that fight. I had money on him. And I know for a fact he did not win that fight. That sucks for Francis Fire Marshall. You know, he was already going to be on a win streak if he would have won that fight. Now he has to go back to the drawing board and see what's going on with him. Santos got away with one right there, man. He absolutely got away with that. Not a great performance from him at all. Looking gun shy. Wasn't able to really let his combos go. But again, what a robbery. Marion Santos got the unanimous decision victory, you guys. But damn, absolutely insane. Next up, I want to talk about Carlos Leal, man. Now, this guy is the real deal. Like I was talking about before, man. In his career, he's only suffered 2 losses. I know he has 3 losses, but those were 2 the same guy. He lost to Sadibou Sy twice, man. And Sadibou Sy, man, that's real. Why am I bringing him up? You guys, he's competing in a PFL tournament coming up this year where Aaron Jeffrey is also competing in the same weight class as Sadibou Sy, man. And why am I talking about Aaron Jeffrey? If you are a true MMA fan, guys, this Saturday coming up, we have a live interview here on the MMA Boxing Addicts channel with Aaron Jeffrey. He's coming off that Diego Lima win. If you guys don't remember, go check it out, man. Aaron Jeffrey's going to be on there. But like I'm saying, Carlos Leal, man, his first fight in the UFC, he goes up against Renat Rachmanov. And dude, Renat's a guy who goes in there and absolutely controls guys, takes them down, brutalizes them on the floor. And against Carlos Leal in his first fight in the UFC, supposed to be fighting somebody else, comes in late notice. Dude, he didn't get taken down one time. Absolutely great takedown defense. And I believe he won that fight. I gave him rounds 1 and 2. Yes, you could give Renat round 3. They still gave Renat the win, but I truly believe Carlos won that fight, man. And for the first fight in the UFC against Renat, dude, then he comes in against Alex Morono last night, as you can see right here, dude. Gets the first round KO. Dude, he absolutely is a powerhouse of a man. He destroyed Alex Moreno, hooks to death, elbows, everything in the clinch, everything you could ask for, man. Carlos Leal is a force to be reckoned with, man. Like I said, man, off watching him last night, UFC 313, you guys, I'm pretty sure all of us just learned that Carlos Leal is the real deal, my friends. And on to the next one, my guys. And wow. I mean, where do I even begin right here, you guys? Mauricio Ruffy, an absolute killer, goes in there and possibly gets the KO of the year. Spinning back kick, heel kick, lands right on the temple of your boy Bobby King Green, and he goes flat out. I mean, he hits the floor head first. His head gets crunched in. My goodness, man. I have to post my reaction to that video, my live reaction, because, dude, we were all over the place. Like I said, KO of the year. I don't know if anybody's going to be able to beat that, man. The way Ruffy did that, absolutely amazing. Now, Bobby King Green, man, he's 1-3 in his last 4 fights, and he's been finished in all those fights. He got finished by Paddy Pimblett. Just brutally knocked out by Mauricio Ruffy. And 2 fights before that Paddy Pimblett fight, he was killed by Jalin Turner. Absolutely killed. If you guys remember, he was on the floor. The referee took forever to stop it. Bro, the last 2 years, he's been taking brain damage up the ass. I don't know what's up with his CTE. I bet you Bobby King Green definitely suffering from that, especially after last night. Maybe he should think about retiring. I don't know. I like him. He's exciting. But guys, Mauricio Ruffy, the real deal, as he beats Bobby King Green. And now he should be ranked top 12, I think number 13 in the world. Dude, I think the fight to make with Ruffy up next, Rafael Fiziev. He's coming out that loss to Justin Gaethje, which we will talk about right now. But, dude, imagine Ruffy Fiziev. Guys, I'm telling you right now, that's the next fight to make. But what a win for Ruffy. Us UFC fans, I know we appreciate a guy like Mauricio Ruffy, man. Next up. And you guys, Justin Gaethje gets it done again. He gets it done again, you guys. I'm not going to lie, man. I thought Rafael Fiziev won that first fight. I thought he did enough. I thought the judges should have gave it to him. They gave it to Justin Gaethje. I thought going into this fight, Rafael had a good shot of winning this fight, even though it was on, 2-week notice. It was short notice, I believe 12 days. But still, and you could see that in the fight, because in the first round, Rafael comes out, and I believe he won that first round. But in the second and the third, he starts to gas out. You can tell Justin Gaethje coming off of that Max Holloway knockout that he really needed this, and he wanted this, man. He trained hard. He came out. He wasn't scared to throw punches. He was throwing his combos. Justin Gaethje got the win again against your boy, Rafael Fiziev. And what a way for him to come back after that Max Holloway knockout. And guys, he's still in the mix, man. He's still in the mix. Justin Gaethje and hey, Rafael Fiziev. Even though he lost this fight, again, he was on short notice, man. This guy is still an A-level fighter. I would like to see him go up against Ruffy next, even though that's fighting somebody lower in your division, and that's a tough fight, which I don't know if he's going to take. But, hey, excited for the future. Glad Justin Gaethje, the United States American, got it done. Glad to see that his mentality, glad to see his game is still back in the game as we head into the main event, you guys, which was an absolute shocker. And you guys, we got a new light heavyweight champion by the name of Magomed Ankalaev from Dagestan, Russia. Yes, sir, man. He goes in that fight against Alex Pereira last night on the main event for UFC 313 and absolutely displays a great boxing and great just IQ in fighting, man. I mean, he goes in there in the first round. You could have gave it to anybody. I gave it to Alex Pereira. Second round, the dude's going in there landing bigger punches. He actually looked like the better striker in this fight against Alex Pereira. Now, I don't know if something was wrong with Alex. The whole time, Magomed had Alex fighting on the back foot. We're used to seeing Alex fight, coming forward and putting pressure where he does so much better. Joe Rogan and DC were even pointing this out, man, that Alex fighting on the back foot is not even close to the same as he is getting pressured, man. Magomed looked like the better striker in that match. You guys, he got the win. Now, I don't know. I had it 2-2 going into the 5th round. And to be honest, I would have gave that round to Alex Pereira in the 5th round. But hey, in the last 2 minutes, Magomed is able to hold them up against the fans. And based off of eye candy, it just doesn't look good, especially on how the rounds are going, especially on how close the fight was. I wouldn't sit here and call this an absolute robbery like the Moran Santos and Francis Marshall fight. But I will say, it was close enough to where you could have gave it to either fighter, man. If you would have gave this fight to Alex Pereira, I wouldn't be sitting here right now saying absolute robbery. Oh my God, they did it again. No, I wouldn't. What I'm excited about is Dana White in the post-press conference has already announced that most likely we are going to get a rematch, man. The guys are asking them, what do you think is going to happen? Are we going to get an immediate rematch? And he comes out and says, most likely, probably. I'm pretty sure that's what they're going to do, man. Hey, it was a great, great fight and a great, great card. We had a lot of success here on the MMA Boxing Addicts. Our boxing streams have been absolutely phenomenal. But yesterday's UFC stream and all these recent UFC streams that we've been doing have been getting up to par. So again, man, thank you for everybody who's been watching. And you guys, like I said, next Saturday, Aaron Jeffrey, he's competing in the PFL. We're going to have a live interview with him coming up, I think in 6 days from now. So subscribe to the channel, like the video if you guys can. Do me a favor. I'm almost at 500 subs. I can finally get these videos monetized. We'll finally be able to get super chats, everything, man, which I'm so, so excited about, you guys. So again, subscribe to the channel. Help support your boy out. What an amazing UFC 313 card. We got ourselves a new champion, a new light heavyweight champion coming out of Russia, Magomed Ankalaev. And man, I can't wait for the rematch, you guys. Hey, I'll see you guys next weekend for Vittoria and delete to you guys. And I'm out. Hey, and also keep track of the breaking news that will be dropping tomorrow. I'll be dropping a video informing everybody what's going on with Canelo and Scully and everything that's going on in the MMA and boxing world. So again, I'm out, my friends. Let's go ahead. Let's go enjoy our Sunday.